What we got in here? What's this? Ho ho ho, dudes. Sit. Good boy. Sit. You go, bud. Good boys. Is that good, dude? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the second week in a row of a completely rainy forecast in Pennsylvania. Straight up, guys, this is crazy because it's that time of the year where in Pennsylvania, usually we've gotten a bunch of snowstorms by now. Oh God, I feel like I have no neck with this hood on. Hold on, wait, we gotta fix this. I just looked at myself. I'm scaring myself over here. Unfortunately, it's been a pretty mild winter, but it has rained a lot, so I can't really complain all that much. These things happen from time to time, but it's not gonna slow us down. Check this out, guys. Dang. But that could say like 2 degrees, so I'm not complaining. But it is driving me a little bit nuts because I would love to clean my vehicles. Right now, at this point in time, I know I say that I don't like when my vehicles are dirty, but they've been dirty for like 3 weeks, and every single one, the SRT, 8-Ball, the Denali, Blackjack, and the 2016 Denali are all absolutely filthy. Welcome to winter. So we're about to head on over to E-Town Auto Works to start messing around with this thing to get it all dialed in from our last video's installation, which was the McGoy's upper control arms. The truck actually hasn't moved because that was yesterday that I did that install. Kind of tried to plan that accordingly because I didn't really want to drive around with my camber completely out of whack. I believe the driver's side wheel is facing out and then the passenger side wheel is facing in, so it looks super funky from the front end. And then we've also got tires that are up in the back of the truck that we're gonna leave at E-Town Auto Works, and we're gonna pick up the new wheels for the 2016 Denali that I've been kind of hiding from you guys for a little bit of time now. They're actually sitting over at the shop. We're gonna also bring them over to E-Town Auto Works, and we're gonna try and mount up a set of tires on a wheel that could be somewhat interesting. It's gonna be a great day, guys, so hang tight and enjoy the video. Now, real quick before we go, this is the first time it's actually rained since we installed the stack only but a few days ago. I'm curious to see how our drain hole is working. I don't know if we'll be able to see up under there. We did tap a 1/4-inch hole right in the bottom of the exhaust. You can't actually see it from this angle, but the exhaust is actually facing down, so I wonder if we caught any rain. Let's start it up and find out. Oh crap, right in the mulch. God, the mulch irony is just getting me right now. It might make a mess, but I guess it's part of that stack life. We're good. We have a little bit of action happening here, but that's to be expected with a stack. Well, boys, it's official. We're part of that stack life now. And this will actually be one of the last times that you'll hear this truck sound that way, because later in the week, we're headed down to Diesel Works to get all of the power mods added. I cannot wait. So it didn't make a complete mess this time, but I would say it's only a matter of time before we start this thing up and it just spews water everywhere. Unless our drain hole works extremely effectively. Now we no longer need these. Alrighty, boys, let's get this day started. Dang, this thing's filthy, inside and out. Now, while we're on our way over, I just want to give a huge shout out and big thank you to everybody that chose to get entered for Dream Diesel giveaway number 8. One of you in about 2 weeks' time is gonna get a call from our sweepstakes agency as the winner of Blackjack and $5,000 in cash. So the process is simple at this point. I know I've reiterated this a few times in the past, but I will remind you guys that all of those entries are now in the hands of our sweepstakes provider. We hire a licensed and legal agency to handle all of the administration of our sweepstakes. It's not like I just go into a random hat and pick a winner. It doesn't work like that. And it can't work like that by the regulation of the law. Yes, there are laws that dictate how sweepstakes take place, and we have to follow every single one of them. And we've done that since our first giveaway back in 2017, mind you. My real OGs will remember this when we gave away a MacBook Pro and a GoPro for the Ultimate YouTuber Starter Pack. If you guys can remember that, you've been with me for a while, and I absolutely love you. Let's just put it this way. The prize was this big in terms of monetary value, and the rules were this big. But we've done it right from the beginning because in life, there's only one way to do anything, and it's the right way. So back to my point, we will be getting word from our sweepstakes administrator after that review period is over with one of your names, and they will reach out to you. I will not. And then what they actually do is they'll come back to me and they'll say, Jack, XYZ is the winner, and they've chosen to accept the prize. And then at that point, I will reach out, or Enthusiast Apparel will reach out to you to coordinate all of your travels to Pennsylvania, whether that's flying in or driving in or taking a train or whatever it is that you prefer. Then generally, if you're from out of town, we'll put you up in a brand new hotel that's right around the corner. We'll get to hang out personally for a while. That way we can get to know each other, which I absolutely love doing. I love hearing all of your stories, and all of the winners that have won trucks in the past, now I consider like family because they've come into what I've built as my dream business. Then we'll take you over to Blackjack, which will be clean, by the way. It's very dirty right now, which I mentioned earlier. Hang out, we'll make a video and have a ton of fun, and then we'll send you on your way. We'll say goodbye to one of our builds, which we love so much, and then we just ask one simple favor, and that's that you enjoy it and you embrace being part of what is an amazing culture in the diesel community. So I just wanted to give you guys a small little update there. We're right around the corner from E-Town Auto Works. Let's get this thing on the racks and see how it does.
Dirty water gets all over that thing up on the hood.
Filthy. Come here, Zeke. Come on. Come on. Good boy. See my camber? How out of whack it is?
Yeah.
Dude, how bad is that? This whole wheel is like out.
Yeah,
really bad.
Really bad.
Oh my goodness. Trying to shred those tires off this morning, dude? When I took those bolts out on the top, I knew at that point there was no turning back. It's so bad, dude. I don't even know if video does it justice, to be honest.
No, you're good. Let's say.
Yeah, driving it, it was like fighting itself, just trying to go straight. So if you guys can recall in my last video, we were measuring whether or not, you can see we still have remnants of our notes, a 7 to 9 inch lift would work. Sitting up on this rack, it almost might be a good representation of just how tall the truck is. I mean, obviously it's real tall on this thing right now. So we've got a tape measure. Let's see how tall it sits. So there you guys go. It's actually at about 67 and a quarter inches right now. That is absolutely crazy. That 7 to 9 inch lift, although it will be sick, it just wouldn't be able to work with the gooseneck. Unfortunately, that's just the reality. If I had a traditional bumper pole, it would have been a different story, but yeah. There's absolutely no way that this would have ever worked, and I think that honestly a truck this tall would have just been a little bit too much for what we have this thing set up for. Center of the wheel. There's a good look for you guys. Just how out of whack the camber is right now. We've got the tape measure up and down, and well, it should be touching top to bottom, but we're at least a good inch off. So I feel like this is a good opportunity to clear up some questions about this setup. Basically, we're just leveled in the front and we're completely stock in the rear. So a lot of you guys wonder how I clear a 24-inch wheel that has a negative 73 offset on a 33 14.5-inch tire. Basically on these 2020s, I had to actually gut out, and this is actually kudos to Sean at Peach Bottom, but we gutted out the inside of this little mud flap extension here. This was actually straight down and went out, and this was all completely filled in with plastic, kind of like right here on the rear, you can see. So we cut that out, and then we spaced the bumper forward about 1/2 inch. Didn't have to cut anything on the bumper, the metal itself, but did trim the valance on either side. So this gave us some clearance, but we still had to kind of trim down and cut in this edge just to allow for that very, very, very minute amount of clearance that we were able to achieve. So on the front end here, when we were completely cranked up on the keys, we were at 10.5 inches factory. Here we're at 10. So we're gonna have to go up about 1/2 inch on this side versus over here where we're already, just by luck, at about 10.5 inches. So Ben from E-Town Auto Works is actually gonna grab the impact. We're gonna crank on this key a little bit, and we're gonna get this front end to match the other side, because right now this is not clearing. So I had to drive super careful on my way over here just to make sure I didn't rip that extension off. And then on the back end, we're actually sitting at about 8.5 inches on the driver's side. Ben's got his impact. I'll be right over, brother. And then right about 8.5 inches on this side as well. So we are sitting about 2 inches higher in the front, but I do have a plan as to how we're gonna adjust for that, probably in a later video. All right, so, wait, why is it sitting at 10.5 inches now? Is it? I would still crank up on it a little bit, because it was literally just at 10 inches. And I know for a fact it wasn't clearing, because I nearly ripped it off on my way over. Is it 21? Oh, dude, I misled you. I'm sorry. Keep going. A little more. Keep going. Right about there. And we down. Woo! Man, that is a leap. So hopefully that's gonna get us enough clearance to where we can get this thing aligned, pull it off, and then have full turn radius, or we might have to bring it back up on the rack. Only time will tell. But I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, guys, so we got everything all nice and aligned. The McGoy's kit worked out really well. Obviously, with wide wheels, it causes a little bit of challenge. That's what happens with any modification. So when we threw it up on the alignment rack, we actually had to recalibrate the machine once or twice, so it took a little bit longer than normal. But that kind of happens when you're like me and you can't leave anything alone. So let's get these tires unloaded. I've been keeping these things a secret from you guys for far too long. Voila, ladies and gentlemen. You know what you're looking at there? We got ourselves a stock Nitto 420, and they're super dirty, which I'm kind of bummed about. I bought these online. I'm not going to mention who I bought them through, but I was really surprised that they came in this dirty. They look like they tried to take them mudding beforehand. Have you ever seen brand new tires like this dirty? Isn't that crazy? Like, look at all the debris on the inside. It literally looks like they were sitting out in a farm field or something like that.
Barn.
Like they're gonna get mounted and look like they've been used for hundreds and thousands of miles. They're like, oh, 420s are discontinued. We'll give you these that have been sitting around for years. Are you climbing in there, dude? We can open this if you want. Well, you're in there, man. I mean, if you want. It literally looks like they were sitting outside of their warehouse. They're like, oh, the new 420V came out, so we'll just put these outside. And then my order drops, and they're like, oh, sweet, we'll finally get rid of these things. All right, guys, I'm gonna run back up to my shop real quick and grab the wheels, so we're gonna marry up to those tires. Oh, guys, it is a nasty day out today, but that's not gonna stop us from having a ton of fun. So, you guys ready to see these new wheels? They came in boxes, but boys, we got ourselves another set of American Force wheels, but this is a new design. It is a common size though on the YouTube channel, but we haven't seen anything like this for a while, and the style is really what's gonna set it all off. By the way, guys, anyone considering a Ton O cover, I'm trying to say it right, a Ton O cover, get one. For days like today, makes perfect sense. Not a sponsored ad either. Ugh. Shout out to my good friend Giovanni Petruzziello, aka Legends Gio, for hooking it up through LG&D Supply Company on the wheels. It's nice when you buy as many sets of wheels as you do to get a very nice price because, well, I'm out of breath. Going through American Force Direct, I've tried, and unfortunately, it doesn't work. It's my workout for the day. And what's truly gonna set this party off is, well, right inside. AKA these little guys right here. Caution, this was a stunt performed by professionals, because we might be lighting our wheels on fire today, boys. All right, guys, so we got the goods, and this is what we're looking at. A nice set of, those are really nice, actually. I love these. These are the Morph SS8s by American Force. It's actually a concave wheel, completely black, smooth lip, no rivets, black American Force on the rim. And then we've got the little bit of chrome in the center, full black on the outside, and it's a nice directional wheel, which, well, the boys over at E-Town Auto are evaluating. We got the fun sauce right there, boys, so whenever you're ready. And obviously, as I said, we're gonna be changing it up here in 2020. We're doing a stretch tire build. A lot of you guys have wanted to see this for a long time, and well, today is the day. So we went out and we borrowed some of this from Lime Ridge, as a matter of fact, because apparently this stuff Josh over there has been using to kind of accomplish the same task. And well, we've also got a second cheetah if we need it, but we're gonna try and do a little bit of controlled fireworks here. Maybe controlled explosion is the better way to put it. And we're gonna try and stretch this Nitto 420S that's very dirty from its source. We'll get them cleaned up later on a 14 wide. So this tire is about 12 inches wide on a 14-inch wide wheel, so about an inch of stretch on either side. I think it's gonna personally look really sick. Now you guys know, we just put the 420Vs on 8-ball and I love them, but the old classic 420S is a tire that's kind of timeless. And I really wanted to go this route this time around because personally, I love the way that this is gonna complement the black Denali once it's all said and done. Y'all just wait. I see you got your protection on. You got another set of those? What? Huh?
Safety first, boys and girls, fire in the hole!
Dang, that's why we come to E-Town Auto Works. Boys, they know how to get it done. Look at the style on the guy.
That was too easy.
That was too easy.
Gotta go wider. Gotta go wider.
I know. I thought that this was gonna be a task. I can't even hear. You guys made that look way too easy. And very cool, too. Look at this guy. I feel like there's gonna be dirt that like shoots into my eyes right now. I'm blocking my eyes. I cannot believe how dirty these tires are riding.
I just don't want to hit me in the face. I'll flammable it is. That's our stuff.
Whoa! What was that?
Hard.
Yeah, buddy.
Whoa.
Whoa. Dude, I gotta get a picture of you. This is hilarious. The sunglasses are so good. Here we go, boys. Wheel number 2. Dude, killing it. Killing it. Ladies and gentlemen, what you've all been waiting for, the grand finale, fire. Here at the labs of E-Town Auto Works, we're about to conduct an experiment to mount up a wheel and tire for the first time ever. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, buddy! Dude, flawless execution, my friend. Don't try that at home, by the way. That is my big disclaimer. Do not try that at home. This is an environment of seasoned professionals. Oh, boys, here we go. What do you think of the new wheels and tires finally getting clean from the source, of which I'm not going to label because I don't feel the need to throw anybody under the bus, but I am kind of a little disappointed in that. What do you guys think about receiving brandy new spanking tires? Not cheap tires, by the way. I mean, you know, Nitto 420 is something that you'd expect, you know, fresh black rubber, but you see them that way. Drop a comment below. What do you guys think about that? Is that acceptable? Am I complaining, or is that just not acceptable at all? But like I said, we got everything mounted up. Seriously, big thanks over to my friends and basically family at this point in time, E-Town Auto Works, for taking care of us. These things look absolutely sick together, and I cannot wait to get them onto the 2016. What do you guys think of the new wheels? Drop a comment below, and if you're stoked about these things, smash that thumbs up button, boys. I think that these are well deserving of a big like. And before we left, I don't know, guys, black wheels on the 2020, I think it looks pretty sick. I know you guys like the polished wheels. I know it's compliment because it's a Denali. I see the comments, trust me, believe me. But black wheels on this thing looks pretty sick. I don't know, guys. Next setup, should it be a set of black concave wheels? I'm kind of thinking yes right now. Didn't really work out well in my favor at all. But we're good, we're good. Maybe just broke my pinky. You know, it's crappy outside, boys, but it ain't a bad day at all. New wheels are the best feeling. Man, it is a totally nasty day out. So I'm gonna have to go get some enthusiast fallout remover and tire cleaner. It'll definitely get these cleaned up. I'm just still super shocked by all this. I mean, it's just mud, like it's coming right off. So it's definitely not the end of the world or anything like that. But like I said, I'm a little bit upset because I just love a fresh, crisp, clean, jet black set of tires. Maybe I'm weird, but that's just me personally. So there it is, boys. We got our first set of stretched tires here on the channel. And as I had mentioned, this year is all about trying to just do things a little bit different. There's a gazillion ways to the moon and back to build a truck, and I've built a lot of them the way that I see everything is kind of perfectly flowing, but that doesn't mean that it's always right. And honestly, if you're not growing in life, then you're stagnant. And stagnancy is the enemy, in my personal opinion. And speaking of growth, I've actually got 2 businesses that I've been working on now for the past few months. And if anybody's an entrepreneur out in the audience, you know that businesses don't get built overnight. Let's look at Rome. It's not like it was just made in the blink of an eye. And I will be releasing information about those businesses here probably sometime in March. And I know a lot of you guys wonder about what it is that I do, and I want to kind of share a little bit more of that as 2020 goes on. I've wanted to get into this one business for a very long time because I'm super passionate about it. You know what, I don't mean to go out on this rant real quick, but while we're on the topic, I think it's a great opportunity to address something that really upset the whole world, and that was the passing of Kobe Bryant. I'm not even a real big sports guy at all. I've never been good at sports. I never played any sports. I never did any of that. I was kind of more an individual sports kind of guy. Snowboarding, motocross, auto racing, whatever the case was. So I didn't really ever get into the team sport thing. But what I can appreciate is somebody that's a worldly role model. That's exactly what Kobe Bryant was. And I watched a video that was actually posted after his extremely unfortunate passing. And he was talking about in that video about you should never go after anything if you're not passionate about it. If you're passionate about it, you'll never work a day in your life. And that kind of solidified my desire to take this step and go into something that's very unrelated to everything that you guys see me doing, but I'm gonna share a lot of that with all of you. And I think you all are going to love what it is that I'm working on, especially a very, very specific interest group. I'm gonna leave it there. And it was just kind of interesting that he mentioned that because, you know, he was somebody to aspire to be like. He did what he loved. He was a loyal family man. He was honest in his game. He was honest in his personal and professional relationships. And that's somebody to aspire to be like. And I feel like 100% of all 200,000 of you that follow this YouTube channel are that exact embodiment of the best that you could be. A lot of people say, and I really appreciate this, guys, I'm very humbled by this, that I deserve a bigger YouTube channel, but gratitude is kind of like one of those things that I'm constantly reminding myself of, because if you're not grateful for what you have, how will you ever be grateful for what you're going to get? And I'm gonna kind of leave that with you guys for now. So sorry about that little rant, but obviously a lot of my side time is being focused on building these other projects, and I'm stoked about it. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm gonna wrap this video up. We had a super productive rainy day. Man, it feels great. Sometimes rain really bogs you down, but today we didn't let that happen. Stoked about the wheels. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Stay tuned for the announcement of the blackjack winner, aka one of you that will be taking that truck home if you chose to get entered for it. And my likely God love you guys, do your best. Tap that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.
I got crazy thoughts that stay on my mind. I promise I'm fine. I'm doing ever been so gone? Have you ever felt so strong, so wrong, like you belong?